This is a shakedown hike. It's really a test to see how my leg, after I broke it in the spring and had surgery on the leg, has recovered. Can I do a backpacking trip? Therefore, the shakedown hike in the Waterloo-Pinckney recreation area along a part of the Waterloo-Pinckney Trail. My apologies if the video seems a little fuzzy. Apparently there was something on the lens, but I didn't realize that until after the trip was done, and obviously until after all the video clips have been shot. All right, folks. Let the shakedown hike commence. Well, here comes the road, at least I believe it is, that takes you to the parking area for Sack Rider Hill. It's called about 0.6 miles. That took a while to get here. And why my external microphone doesn't seem to be working, I charged it up at home and it already seems to be dead. Junk technology. All right. Let's try not to get hit. Where's the trail? Here it is. We've navigated that road crossing. Hallelujah. It's probably the easiest one. This Andy and John, of course, are going
0.75 miles.
Twice as far. I bet they'll have an easier time of it, A, because they've got vision, B, because they're in good shape, and C, because they're together. My improvised, really just found object walking staff is an improvement over the one that refuses to properly secure. So that's good. Adjust, adapt. Maybe later on when I stop for a break, I can see what's wrong with the external microphone. But clearly that's an untrustworthy piece of technology. Maybe I got what I paid for. Maybe Comica just doesn't make a good product. If the weather stays like this, I know it's overcast and all that. There's a hint of light out there in front of me. I wouldn't complain if it stayed like this. Well, we've had our, excuse me, our first road crossing after Sack Rider Hill and our first T-junction, and I don't think I've gotten lost yet. Up this little hill. Uh-oh. Yeah, maybe I should shouldn't record while trying to do this. It's actually not that steep a hill, but it's steep enough for me going on with. These handy maps, well, are handy once you figure them out as a double check to whatever else you have. At least I know I'm in the right general area, and that if I head towards number 23, I'll be going in the correct direction. if I go back towards number 20, I think that takes me back to that last road crossing. Is this a little clear area coming up? So far, the only other major signs of life I've seen, obviously besides the foliage, seeing some horse poop. More progress. I believe my next point will be number 24. We must be nearing the flooding because I'm at the sign that talks about the dry hiking bypass, which I'm going to take. I should be a bit over halfway at this point. Be time for a break soon, a proper break. But I believe, since the arrow's pointing off to this direction, that this is the direction we shall go. Not sure what that bird was. Heard a sandhill crane a couple times. Seen one other person so far, day hiker. Oh, what's this coming up? Maybe it's just a extra bright spot. Yeah, an extra bright spot, a big clear patch, and I would think it'd be easy to walk through, but in number of conditions I'd say it is, but it's a little more, the grass is a bit of an impediment. Maybe I'm just a wimp. Well, it's another decision point, and I'm pretty sure it's this way to the left, which is a bit more northerly. I bet that pathway over there might go right to Baldwin. I mean, this should too eventually, but, well, we will see. What we will see. Oh, what's this coming up? Maybe it was the other way. Nope. Maybe they both went that way. They both go to Baldwin. Here we are. Now, I'll have to pull out the map, figure out where the trail goes. They go probably this way. I believe that this is the area a couple of years ago, Doug and I got totally confused in. and ended up finding that group of horse riders at that little stream. Well, actually not so little. And we got to ride across. That was a fun but comical thing to happen. But if that's correct, if this is where we are, where I think I am, if I'm right about it, and I guess I have about a mile to go, maybe a bit more. I'm not really sure. I think as the GPS flies, I'm actually pretty close, but you can't go as GPS flies. You have to go around and about I think those are Canadian geese. Talk about it. Talk about an echoing honk. It's impressive. Okay, we're still on path, on the track. It's time to send out another little note to Andy saying I've crossed a road crossing. I don't think this road actually has a name. I'm not even sure it's technically a road. I mean, vehicles travel along it, but, well, it is what it is. Oh, hell. I did it again, I think. I have to backtrack. Because that looks... Yeah. What do you want to bet? This is the stream that Doug and I got to ride across. Yeah, sure looks like it. Hell. Gotta say, I think I could probably find my way to the pines going across. But, oh hell. Yep, I did mess up. It cost me about, 7/10 of a mile. I think now I'm going the right way. At that road, I kept going straight. I guess I either didn't look at the map or I misread the map and just assumed. And of course, if you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. So at that last road crossing, needed to turn to the right, go down the road a little ways, and then back into this bushy stuff, this grassy pathway. And hopefully, it looks like I'm going the right way now. Nuts. I was doing so well. And if it had been a high summer, I could have tried just going through that stream, small river. And I'm pretty sure I could have just taken the path and then gone along the path and kept bending my course the appropriate direction. I guess that would have been from that point, I guess maybe southeasterly, and gotten to the pines that way. But This is not a trip of exploration. This is a shakedown hike to see if my leg can handle it. And the leg is tired. But we're making it. We're making it. We're making there. Making progress on this overcast, probably about 60-degree afternoon.
5.5 miles.
There you go. Yeah, I'm at this little crossing right here. And I have a suspicion that if I took this trail this way, and it might link up with the Waterloo-Pinckney Trail over there somewhere. Time to check the map. I'm probably totally wrong about that. The trail goes this way, and I think this is the direction I'll be wanting to go. I'm confused. I think I've just made a circle, so it's back to where I just was. I must have missed. It somehow. Going back the direction I came. It's going to cost me another half mile probably, all told. Baldwin flooding. I believe that this is the way I'm supposed to be going. I really hope so anyway. Grumble, grumble. Stupid mistakes. Well, let's see what comes up here. That's the flooding. I think the trail goes over that way, over the bridge there. I hope. Andy and John's tents. Well,
Tent.
It's
Tarp.
okay. Well,
Tarp tent.
it's a tarp tent. It's a very nice tarp tent. We probably saw, I think I saw at least 20, maybe 20, a bit more horse riders, most women, but a few men. One group I think I saw twice.
It could be.
I'm quite sure I did, because she said, "Oh, I recognize you. You were out here earlier." Hope she didn't think I was lost. I said, "Yep, had to go get water for our campsite." Yes, this is the creek I'm going to get water from. It's time to process some wood. So Andy's got the Brennerly hobo stove, which I also have, or I should say own, but I didn't bring it on this trip. I've got the little Goshawk Eddy. Two different approaches.
Little stove? Big pile of wood.
So,
Have you used the privy?
nope, I have not. I don't know. It's more a case of got the tools, should make use of them because we carried out the weight. Don't really need to saw anything. Being too lazy to set up a tripod and all that. You didn't see me prep the food, cut up my apple, pour the water into the flour, baking soda, nutmeg, other stuff mix. Probably need more water. Oh, definitely need more water. But we're getting there, getting the fritters together. Second batch, maybe it will turn out better than the first. Yep. Well, I don't have gasifier flames shooting up, but I've got heat.
How's it going?
They're falling apart. They're not cooking exactly the way they should, but oh well. You know, they'll be edible. I may have lost my flame actually.
Well, it's scrambled fritters then.
Yes, scrambled fritters. That's a good term. All right. Well, I'm in view or I'm not. It's past hiker midnight, which means it's past sunset, and I'm packing it in. Perhaps you can see my tiny home, more or less laid out behind me. The corn apple fritters that you would have seen a little bit of prep for and not really me eating them, they kind of sort of worked, but they're messy and so much easier to make under more controlled conditions, even if those conditions are over a fire pit at home. So I probably won't do those again. But hey, I had plenty of time to experiment. That was fun enough in its own way. But not really a keeper for backpacking, which is a shame because they should be. I mean, they're about as simple as you can get. Simple batter filled with stuff. I mean, can't get much simpler than that. All in all, even with the flubs of the day, getting turned around and all that, I'd say it's been a pretty successful day. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be dry. Well, good morning, and let's get going. I fetched my water. Made it back without really any incidents. And now we're walking along Waterloo-Pinckney Trail again, which at this point shares its traffic, human foot traffic with horse feet. It's a very sandy trail full of lots of little lumps and divots made by the hooves of the horses. And I find it challenging walking. It actually right now feels warmer than yesterday. I haven't checked the temperature to see if that's true, but it feels that way. It's certainly more humid. But looking at the sky, it just looks like a high overcast. So maybe we're done with the rain, at least for a while. For all I know, there could be a storm cell coming our way. Here's hoping for a good day. It's certainly better than my night's sleep, which was mediocre. It took forever to really fall asleep. A lot of night noises, but I don't think that kept me up. Crickets of various types. Is it an owl? I think a lot of dog barking too. For all that work, I just don't know how big a climb it is from the road to the top here of Murder Mountain. But for all that work, this is all you get. Time for a break. So the Shakedown hike ended a little before I intended it to at Loveland Road, which is where John and Andy, after completing their hike, found me. I was taking a break and I just put my pack back on and the rain had just started to pour, so you could argue the timing was impeccable. I would have liked to have gotten a little farther, but that's the way it goes. Between navigational errors and not going terribly fast, because the footing on that trail is tiresome. It's all sandy and full of ruts made by the horses. Makes for hard going. But it was a good shakedown hike, and that's the whole point of it. All things considered, I'm happy with the results, even if I didn't go as far as I'd planned.